sound of Lagos.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Welcome to the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM.
Thank you for staying with us. Time check right now is 8:43 a.m. and you're still listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. It's time for Mainland Focus. Don't forget, we are live on Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. So, as the show progresses, you can drop your comments, your submissions as regards the focal points for today in the live chat section, and we'll read them. All right. So we're taking our stories of the front page of the Punch newspaper, and that's as regards the major headline: flights of fancy, governors slammed for wasting over hundreds of billions of naira on unviable airports. And the second is as regards the Lagos Red Line Rail test run today. So I'll start off with the flights of fancy. How do we get the governors to focus on more important projects for the states, and what do you make of these venture of wasteful white elephant projects from the governors? Because the story that we have on the major on page 19 of the Punch newspaper this morning speaks as regards the fact that we have quite a lot of airports. Yes, we have quite a lot of airports that have been abandoned. Construction of airports abandoned in different parts of the country. In the last decade, no fewer than 10 state governments have mooted or commenced such projects. We have Osun, Ebonyi, Ogun, Benue, Zamfara, Nasarawa, Abia, Ekiti, and Bayelsa. Sadly, most of these projects were never completed, while others were abandoned by their successors in office. All right, Asaba Airport, Ebonyi Airport, Bayelsa Airport, Ogun Cargo Airport, MK Abiola International Airport in Osun State, which is uncompleted, Ekiti Cargo Airport, Anambra Cargo Airport, Abia Airport, Wachakal Airport in Damaturu, Dutse International Airport in Jigawa, Lafia Airport in Nasarawa, which is uncompleted as well, Kebbi Airport, Auchi Airport in Edo, which is uncompleted, Zamfara Airport, and Gombe Airport. So many airports like that. Anambra State, for example, is currently surrounded by airports in Delta, Imo, and Enugu, and one would wonder why the governor would embark on creating another airport, and that's in the time of Governor Willie Obiano in 2017. So a lot have called upon relevant authorities to probe the money that is spent on these unviable projects, because you have, aside from Murtala Mohammed Airport, Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, Port Harcourt International Airport in Rivers State, aside from these three, that generate 80% of revenue for the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, other airports have been deemed a financial burden to fund. But despite these challenges and all, most governments are still continuing to pump scarce resources into construction of more airports, with most of them designating them as cargo airports. So we're looking at this particular story and asking, how do we get our governors to focus more on important projects for the state? We have states where, Ogun State, for example, I don't know the business Ogun State has with having a cargo airport. I'm from Ogun State, so I don't know the business Ogun State has with a cargo airport at this time, where the roads in Ogun State are deplorable. Bolaji from Ijogo is always calling attention to, Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun, to the deplorable state of road in that particular, community. A lot of roads, almost every road in Ogun State, except for, the ones in Abeokuta, Okemoson side, except for those ones. But then it's a serious call for attention. So how do we get our governors to focus on more important projects in the health sector, the education sector, infrastructure? How do we get them to focus? And what do you make of these venture of wasteful white elephant projects from the governors? And how can we also, look at governors that successors now, ensuring that, or how do we look at predecessors ensuring that, their projects are completed while in office or successors taking on, projects from predecessors, irrespective of party affiliation. That's another thing that we need to look at, because some of these airports were built and then the governor in office couldn't finish it, and then his successor comes in, and that one also has to have his own legacy, thereby abandoning the projects from his predecessor. So that's the first focal point of the day. Flights of fancy, governors slammed for wasting over hundreds of billions of naira on unviable airports. The second focal point is the Lagos Red Line Rail test run that's happening today, and that is on page 6 of the Punch newspaper. So what we have here is the Lagos Mass Transit Red Line Rail will begin partial operations today, and this was announced by Lamata spokesperson Kolawole Ojelabi. The trains will convey passengers freely and run 4 trips a day between Oyingbo and Agbado, and the Red Line, according to Lamata, is one of the 6 rail lines and 1 monorail prescribed for Lagos in the Strategic Transport Master Plan. It's also a transport project that's connecting Lagos with Ogun State, because there are a lot of workers and business owners who live in Lagos, work in Ogun State, or who live in Ogun State and work in Lagos. All right. So we're asking, what do you make of this story and development, and what other areas of public transportation will you advise Lagos State government to focus on? Fuad mentioned trams earlier on, which would go quite a long way, but I don't know how that's going to work, especially with the setup of Lagos State. But what do you think? What other public transport system would you advise? Also putting into consideration the BRT arrangement as well. So what other areas of public transport system will you advise Lagos State government to focus on, and what do you make of the Lagos Red Line Rail test run that's happening today from Oyingbo to Agbado? 4 trips free of charge. Maybe you should test it and let us know how it goes. But let's go to Fuad now. Fuad will share his thoughts before we officially open the phone line for you to share your thoughts this morning. Fuad, over to you.
All right. I think with the governors, basically, it again goes back to my advocacy for electoral reform. Because again, if you ask me, how do we get these governors to focus on more viable projects, more important projects that will better the lives of the people? It's about the quality of leadership at all levels, really. And I think for us to get the best of people to run the rest of us, we have to look at the electoral system. How do we get people who are committed to building the nation? How do we get people of good value and character, who don't just see government as an opportunity to make all of the wealth in the world that they don't even need? Because at the end of the day, it's all about greed. The bottom line from all of the things you read out in some of these airport projects is corruption, nothing more. I told you I was in Taraba State, a state with one of the poorest level of infrastructure in the country. And at that time, the so-called reverend who was governing the state was trying to build an airport. And that's the same story you get from other states too. And what they do is, you see, because again, people will tell you, it's easy to pad up the numbers with some of these projects. Just white elephant projects, look at it. I'm not sure anything has happened in that airport since it was built. The Ogun State is there, they call it cargo. I don't know whether there's anything cargo happening in that place. Whereas there are other things that could have been used the monies for that would impact immediately the lives of their people. They won't do that. They like to do. That's why, look at the airline. Beautiful literary work from the Punch newspaper. Flights of fancy. But the question is, where are the flights for us to even see the fancy that comes with it? And the fancy of who? Like you rightly asked earlier in the morning. The fancy of the governor. With misplaced priority. So I will continue to advocate for electoral reform. An electoral process that gets the best of us to rule the rest of us. And there are people. We have people, Sandra, in this country. Was it not the same country that we produced the late Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the likes of Lateef Jakande, Bishop Lombardo and the rest? We won't produce people, and there are still people in the country. All we need to do is to look at the electoral process again. But the question again is that who's going to bail the cat? The beneficiaries of the wobbled electoral process are hell bent on ensuring the status quo remains. So we've monetized the electoral process. You have to know somebody, you have to have deep pockets, you can buy your way through to become whatever, and then you go in there and just mess up the whole thing. That's what we're dealing with. And then on the issue of Lagos State, I've said, Lagos is a mega city because of the population. A very good one that at least, like you rightly pointed out, we have about 6, the intermodal transport system of Lagos, I think, is about 6 rail lines. I think they are even in colors, red, blue, green, yellow, and I think one other one. The blue line is still not working to full capacity. Yes, it's been commissioned, but I think there's still a lot of work to be done.
It was also a partial, opening. Partial operations.
So there's still a partial operations on that one. Supposed to, I think, get to Okoko. There's still a lot of work that has to be done to get that completed. Then the red aid is coming through. I think it's going to be done test run. Let's see how that goes. But again, we have to look at the cost, Sandra. The issue of counting the cost. How much has Lagos State put so far into this project? We have to count the cost. Because you're talking about public funds here. Not anybody's personal money. The second is the timeline. For how long have we been on this project? And why is it taking forever? When are we going to complete this project? Governor after governor, we keep talking about this project. It's an ongoing conversation. When are we going to see an appreciable completion of this project? That's number 2. And then number 3, the intermodal transport plan of Lagos. For example, Lagos. The 5 divisions of Lagos, luckily, has a stretch of the lagoon touching it. So what are we doing, for example, with our ferry service to make it fully functional? I've talked about tram. In fact, part of the intermodal transport plan of Lagos, they talked about cable cars. When are we going to do that? Then the BRT is chaotic now. Whoever is managing the BRT system should be fired immediately. They don't know what they are doing. They can't even maintain. They can't improve on the BRT tracks. The buses are not properly maintained. The buses are not even enough. I'm not sure they are even buying enough or buying more buses. The ones they have, they can't maintain. Look, Sandra, if you go to other functional mega cities, the BRT system is done in a way where it's not just one bus. You can have a bus pulling like other 6 buses at the same time. You see buses joined together. It's a BRT system. But one bus pulling like 6 other buses. The same thing with the tram system. Lagos can get that done. Really. Oh, they're not talking about funds and all that. And that's why I'm talking about counting the cost. We can do it. It's just the willingness to do the right thing. And transparency, accountability. If we have all of that, I'm telling you, Lagos will effectively surpass what Dubai is today.
Right.
Because the city has got the potential to get it done. But what are we doing? Look at ordinary BRT. Look at what we are doing with BRT. The cost rapid transit system. So that's why we keep saying that Lagos is a mega city. But it has not become a fully functional mega city. But it has got the potentials and the resources to do so. The leaders must step up.
Thank you very much, Said Fuad, for your thoughts as regards our focus this morning. Appreciate. Time check is 8:55 a.m. It's time for us to officially open the phone line for you to share your thoughts. Flights of fancy, Lagos Red Rail Line. Let's have a conversation. 0913-6000-410. That is the number to call to join the conversation. 0913-6000-410. That is the number to call. For WhatsApp messages, it's 0913-6000-430. 0913-6000-430. All right. Don't forget, we're live on Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. So you can drop your comments in the live chat section as well. And let's have a conversation. All right. On Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. We're live. So the comment section is for you to drop your submission as well. Don't forget to please support us on social media. Like, follow, share, subscribe on all our social platforms at Mainland 98.3 FM and on X at Mainland FM. So let's get the conversation rolling. Flights of fancy. Governors are spending hundreds of billions of naira on unviable airports. Share your thoughts. And Lagos conducts Red Line Rail test run today. Your thoughts as regards the public transport system in Lagos as well. Those are the focal points. Please, it's 2 minutes per person. Let's stick within the 2 minutes as aligned. Designed for each person. Please, let's stick within that 2 minutes. Would appreciate that. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, this is Bola from Ikoton.
All right.
This is my first time. I've been listening to Fuad. This man is a fantastic. This word, I don't know what to use for this word. He understands Nigerian problem, and the issue now is nobody will listen to him. That's the problem. I've tried this problem for many years. I'm a security personnel. But look, I lived in London for 6-7 years. Look at the beer which was messed up. Look at that one is inside. Even those they are not built. Even the one they are not improved on it. Even the one of green ground were all of them are turned to start. Come to the main issue. Yes, I saw the regulators did a bit funny. But the issue now is what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Street road. We call it negative. Look at where I'm reading of the couple. There's a road that's about 70 years, 60 years. Nobody has done to them. 60 years, 70 years. It's here. Nobody attend to them. You can't continue to beat here. You can't continue to say, you are beating this and that. Why the people that are living in local, they are suffering. Look, why say something? They say, yes, the record is, but the idea was so big that you can think over this thing. Why? You are too much. I don't know. We are talking about security. What are we talking about security? Look, go to barracks, go to military and police. But look, we can never get a good government in a Russian society. It's not possible. It's not possible. This is not painful now. I will not say more than it. Thank you, God. I really appreciate you, my brother. God bless you.
And you as well. Thank you very much. Appreciate the appreciation. Hello.
Hello, good morning. My name is Yusuf. I'm calling from Medjugorje.
All right, Mr. Yusuf, please go ahead.
Okay, let me quickly make a comment on the second focal point, which is the red line that will be touched on in Lagos today. Kudos to Lagos State, and we hope for a better project like that. So now let me go back to the very first one, which is the governor spending money on what's it called? Airport. That is most times not, you will not see the light of the day. I'm from Ogun State, Shagam to be precise. Sandra, you and I know that Ogun State has a lot of terrible infrastructural deficit that the government needs to spend money on rather than building an airport. So now look at if almost all of them enjoy that project probably because they want to see money or something from it. Look at the governor of Ogun State said is building a cargo airport that Ogun State will be exporting what's it called, produce from their a lot of industries. Like used to say that Ogun State is the industrial hub of let me say Nigeria. The question now is the Ogun State is the industrial hub of Nigeria. That industries where are they located? Ota, Agbara. Now you are building what's it called, cargo airport in Peru. So somebody will finish production in Agbara, pass through Lagos airport, then drive down to Peru to come and drop their stuff for cargo, or probably they are importing raw materials to Nigeria that will be used in Agbara and Ota. Who a reasonable business person will leave Lagos airport that is very close to Agbara and come and drop it at Peru. So sometimes when they are even doing all this project, look at the location. It's somehow. I don't even understand who advised them on all these things. You know, the question is, how can you? He was even saying,
"Oh no! Oh, look at that! Passionate Omogun, just like me." There. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate Mr. Yusuf from Ejigbo. Your sharing your thoughts this morning. Hello, good morning.
Thank you very much, Sandra. Engineer Nee here from Yaba.
Okay.
Morning to Fᴜᴜ. It's quite short time. Well, am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you. Please carry on.
Yeah. Red line in Lagos. I salute the effort of engineer lady, the MD of Lamata. She's making waves, and I pray that God continue to help her with all our workforce that are doing well, and also the Lagos State that is also supporting them, and Ministry of Transportation that is also supporting the effort of that lady. It is a very commendable effort, and we want more progress on that. But be that as it may, whatever contract you are signing, don't depend on Chinese much. Scrutinize all the, cross all the T's and dot all the I's so that it doesn't backfire in the nearest future. just take care of that. It is very important. We don't want to be enslaved to any foreign national any longer. Coming to the wasteful spending of our governors, well, that man from Sagamo said everything, well, but at the same time, some of them are doing well. Ojo's projects are all over the place. Look at Isaga, Ogun State, the one that was abandoned by the Amusu about 13 years ago. The bridge at Bega or around Isaga or here. It's a wasteful spending. They should caution themselves. The fact that the money is there, some people will come to say it's a signature project, signature to put money in individual pockets. It's not done. Whatever goes around comes around. In the long run, they will have themselves to blame.
Right.
If they don't appropriate what they should do at the right time. They are just marking time.
Right.
And we don't want that. Satisfy people. And I want to talk to federal government as well. Ibadan, Osogbo Road, where Iwo is very bad. 20 kilometers from Osogbo to Iwo.
Thank you, Engineer.
You have about 20 checkpoints of police collecting money from.
All right. Please, once we start prompting you to wrap things up, would appreciate it if you have to, so we don't have to cut you off abruptly, whilst you're still sharing your submission. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning to Mr. Ford.
Yes.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning. Your name?
Okay, my name is Ǹغᴇíᴜ Johnson.
All right.
Okay, a quick one. I just want to comment on the railway Lagos State.
All right.
And the bus station Lagos State. Okay, I've always said in this station that our leaders, they all know what to do. I've always said it, and Mr. Ford can agree with me on this, that they know what to do. They are human beings like we, like Mr. Ford, who has gotten there. They know exactly what to do. So now, the way they run bus station in Lagos State, is that how it's being run from where they copied it from? They said at the point they said they wanted to turn Lagos State to be like Dubai. In Dubai, is that how bus station and railway station is being run? In Dubai, bus station, at every bus station, every bus leaves 5 minutes. Even if it's one person that enters the bus, 5 minutes the bus leaves. And there's always bus on queue. At every 5 minutes the bus leaves. This one, they will pack and load until people in the bus will start crying and start shouting. There's no AC in the bus. And they say they want to be like Dubai. And they say they know what to do. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and they just don't know how to do it. In Dubai, the railway, the way it's run just like the way Lagos is. If you enter the railway from Ikeja, if you are going to Ajah, you will get to Ajah. If you are going to Abeokuta, you will get to Abeokuta. It goes round like that.
Okay.
This one they will take off from Yaba here to Abu Legba, and he said you're doing well. They should keep on trying. This is not how things.
It's in phases.
This is not okay. It's in phases. Okay. Let's hope so.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ǹغᴇíᴜ.
Right.
I appreciate your contribution. 6 minutes past 9, and you're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. Don't forget, we are live on Facebook and YouTube, so it's for you to drop your comments so we can take them even as the show progresses, just in case you're unable to reach us via the phone line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Sandra.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is Shola,
All right.
and I'm calling from Egbeda in Lagos here.
All right.
Yes, I just said I should just chip in my own little bit, even though I don't have much to say. But concerning, let me pick on the first one, the governors with their misplacement of priorities, talking about projects. You know, this, like Ogun State, for instance, now the last two callers, the Ogun indigenous made mention of everything I wanted to say. And another thing that I think is the problem of this government is that they don't have good advisors around them, or even if they have, I think they jettison their ideas. Look at Ogun State. It's also, apart from being an industrial state, they can also go into tourism. Look at the Olumo Rocks and, some other tourist centers where, are viable that can even create IJR for them. You understand? So what I think the problem is, these governors are all about personal interest over national interest. I mean, of the indigenous, So then secondly, the Red Line project in Lagos.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good development. The thing is, whenever they do well, we should praise them. But I want to add that this should not be over-celebrated. Fine, we are celebrating it. Lagos is supposed to have gone more than the way it is. You understand? So they can do more. Lagos, with the internal generated revenue alone, all the loopholes where the monies are going to, I don't want to go into details, but they can just do more. Lagos is supposed to have gone past it. So that's just what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shola from Egbeda. I appreciate your contribution. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Sister Sandra.
Good morning.
Yeah, I keep calling from Aja.
You're welcome, Mr. Chooks. Please go on.
Yeah, my salute to Oga for the selfless service on this throughout. And what I want to say is that I want to tell you that we cannot alienate the governors or the activities from the apron of the federal. Everybody is struggling for survival. The way you see things, when you go deeper, you know that it's much more than that. Many didn't want to do that, but they want to belong and they want to be relevant. I want to tell you the truth of the matter. This man now that is being backed from all angles at Ogun State, look at Chinese backing the whole country. And he's still the chairman of the Governors Forum. Can you imagine? With all this, the Ogun State is contagious to Lagos State. There is rail which you can use to push your cargo to come and ferry them or to come and airport them to anywhere you want to airport them. There is no synergy. Our problems is political, largely political. Everybody is looking for their political survival. And when that is not guaranteed, they can go at any length to do whatever. Even most stupid things.
It's okay.
Thank you.
It's all right. Thank you very much, Mr. Chooks from Aja. Appreciate. All right, 11 minutes past 9. Fouad Said, you're welcome into the studio.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Sandra.
All right. So let's take some WhatsApp messages. We'll be back to the phone line in a bit. We have here. Good morning, Sandra. Congratulations to Lagos State government for the free train ride. It's temporary. What's going on here? Sorry, it's temporary.
Well, at least it's for the moment. You will enjoy it.
This is for 6 weeks.
Yeah, for 6 weeks. Yeah.
This was 6 weeks.
That's a month and 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, I want to be part of it just for fun. You know where the real train station is. Yeah. But going to the train station at Oyingbo will cost me 5,000 to and fro. Sandra, can I get a 5,000 naira loan without interest from you? Patrick Oyanta from Ikotuegbe. I would go on the rail for you on your behalf. I would share the experience with you. So let's just leave it at that. All right, but I'm very certain that we have. I can bet my 2 cents that Amida Adedoyin is probably she's on the. It's probably on the train as we speak. I think our news editor Titila, I think she has also And then head political desk Okoyemi Akinode as
I'll
well.
be right on it.
Yes, I think they have already. No,
that was the blue.
That was the blue. They've not tried the red one.
It's
okay.
just today, starting today. So.
They'll
be on it and tell you how it feels.
It's all right. That's all right. Good morning, mainland crew. I want to use this media to commend and appreciate the brother that always calls on Ogun State government to fix the Ijoko-Okearu road. That's Bolaji from Ijoko. Sandra, obviously that road has become a death trap. Now the rains are coming. I don't know how people living in that axis are going to survive the worsening road state. So I join my voice to beg Ogun State governor to help the good people living in this axis and fix that road. God bless you. That's Chris Ojugbeli from Ikeja.
Yeah.
You know, and sharing. You see, that's the power. You know, when people say, "Oh, we're talking," look at that. Balaji has been able to call the attention of even other people to the deplorable state of that Ijoko road. I can bet his message is somewhere here. I will probably take it even as the show progresses. I also have here, good morning. We have the likes of Awolowo, Idiagbon, Ojukwu, Jakande amongst us, but unfortunately the system did not permit them to come on board. The electoral umpire is selected by the executive as well as judiciary, which is the third arm of government. Tell me, how can the system function well when our politicians are the ones to decide? I don't know where we're going with this, but James from Agbado Junction, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. I also have here, good morning. On Lagos Red Line is cheers and cheers to happier times in Lagos State. Kudos to the Lagos State government for this stride. But of course, there's still a lot more to be done, so they must not relent. And I would also urge them to pace up. We really need to get more things done faster. On bogus project by state government, I think we the citizens or indigenes of these states should take the blame. Because we usually give our politicians too much latitude to be whimsical about choices. We should now start to organize conferences where we draw out long-term programs of development as we desire them. Akin Adigun from Iyanokwaja sharing that one right here on WhatsApp. Okay. All right. We also have here the major problem with our government is accountability, transparency, and maintenance. The level of corruption in the country is a major problem and has birthed 90% of our issues as a nation. Looking at the red line in Lagos, it's beautiful and it's a welcome development, but let the government also focus on removing obstacles from the road, e.g. Agburos causing issues for Lagosians. In order for the tram system to work in Lagos, the conditions to be met are 1. Remove Okadas, Danfo, Agbero, Korokwe's from these areas where the tram will follow. Finally, I think there is a demon that is making it a no to fix Ogun State roads, and this leaves us to deliverance prayers from the state. Sean from Festac, it's okay.
I will not say anything about Ogun State.
It's okay. It's okay. Everybody should just don't worry. We are
focus on their state.
We are trying to pay us 74 million. So just hang on. All right. We also have here concerns regarding the construction of non-viable airports in Lagos. In Nigeria, specifically with regards to their viability and quality. These concerns suggest 1. The development of non-viable airports may be a deliberate attempt to divert funds allocated by the Federal Allocation Committee (FAC) for personal gain. 2. The prevalence of corrupt individuals in positions of power may be contributing to this issue. 3. Some airports lack essential infrastructure, compromising safety standards for takeoffs and landings. 4. A lack of accountability and oversight enables officials to mismanage funds without consequence. These concerns highlight the need for increased transparency, accountability, and good governance in Nigeria's aerospace to ensure effective use of public funds. Ifeanyi Nwegbu from Igondo sharing that one there. I also have here, who's blaming those so-called governors for wasting public funds, copying what is not viable to their state, when it's obvious that the system is made to produce a lot of... It's okay. If we had a system that produced the best in our corridors of power, how would we ever have these meaningless projects in the first place? There's too much oil money given to a country with a very tolerant and docile citizen. So anything goes and no consequence. If they don't initiate those directionless projects, how will they accumulate funds to rig the next election and remain permanently in power? It's just a sorry case for Nigerians. And that's Steve Ofere from Ijaniki sharing that one as well. All right. We also have here... Oh, no. Okay. Yes. Let's go back to the phone line, and we're also taking messages from Facebook in a bit. So you can keep dropping your messages. We already have quite a number of messages on Facebook, but you can still drop your message. Just look out for the handle at Mainland 98.3 FM on Facebook and YouTube. Hello. Good morning. Oh, we lost that one. 0913 6000 410. That's the number to call. 0913 6000 410. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Mr. Ike Mwabe from Oshodi.
All right, Mr. Ike.
Yes, on the proliferation of airports in the country by state, it's quite unfortunate. That's what they call misplaced priority. We have other pressing issues. Most of these states that are engaging in this project go to the road networks that are the worst to write home about. You ask yourself, are they working for the people or they are working against the people? You can see that any policy of the government that favors the rich, they hasten actions on them. But the ones that favors the poor, they will not. Even states, the states that have the boundaries, can engage in rail transportation by joining hands, to build rail lines. So they can run through the state. But, by the time they connect connectivity, it will make transportation cheaper, and it will help in reducing prices of goods and commodities. Instead of embarking on white elephant projects, okay, the airport, how many aircraft are flying to those places? Even water transportation is cheaper. They can engage in those, do it in a better way, whereby it will benefit the people using it. It will help a lot. This is one. Even other amenities, electricity and things like that. They are living for airports. The ones they have built down that will take years to finish. You ask them, the money they will pump into it is enough to build 3 airports in a decent society than Nigeria. The Lagos State is trying a bit, let me say a bit, in their transportation management, but at the same time, as somebody rightly pointed out, the BRT buses are turning to Moluwe nowadays. The way they park people in it, you'll be uncomfortable from Oshodi to Obalinde. Before you get to your destination, you are sweating like somebody that no air condition, no, I don't know what they're telling us that this is a mega city. What they are looking at to achieve. So if only the leaders can use our resources effectively well and manage it according to better priorities, not just the ones that will favor the few amongst them, it will help a lot.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
God bless us.
Yes, I appreciate it. Your contribution. Well, I mean, I appreciate the BRT system. I really, really do. It's affordable and it's fast. You get to wherever it is you're going for. But, just it's the management that just needs to... I was in BRT last week, Friday. And what? We were on 3rd Milan Bridge. The way the bus was shaking, I almost said, please, oh, wow. Let me calm down because I don't understand what's going on. It was poor maintenance. The bus was really, it was really very unstable, and a lot of people were concerned. Is it the tire? Is it what exactly is going on? And the driver was like, "Don't worry, it's okay. It's not."
I'll take you there.
How can you say
and
this?
He got there.
And he got. I came there at Antony, and I just. I said, thank God. Please let people should go. So I think it's just maintenance culture. I think that's just something that, and that's just generally speaking, not just the BRT buses. 0913 6000 410. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Manamifi.
How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, madam.
And it is one Tinubu that is managing that charity company.
So you said.
I don't know, I'm going to sit in this country. Well, let me talk about Ogun State, Sandra's state. Sandra, I pray that Abiodun, our governor, that because I don't know whether I'm in Lagos or Ogun, I'm in boundary community here. You should come and face the boundary community. Let him write his name in gold. Ogun State has been unlucky with governors. Both parties, the PDP has ruled the state, APC has ruled the state, but no impact. Come to these boundary communities like coming from Alakbole, Akute, Ajuwon, Agbado, Kiaro, Kiwa, Joko, Matokun, all those areas. Let me come and attack. Yes. There was one wedding I went to in Lambe. like 3 years ago. I thought, I said, God forbid, if they call me for this time, I know who it is. There's no road, no amenities, no public school, no public clinic, nothing to show. It is not right. Now, I don't know. I told the people, I was among the people talking about, they don't have problem, but now he has come to Tᴏɪᴜ, going to Giwa, going to Karo. They have started our road here. And understand they are started from Akute too. Those ones, they are coming like this. Let him do all this thing and write his name in gold. Stop all this airport. Because I'm from Iperu. I know Iperu now because one of my daughter went to FCT. So I know that road. Is it because of that you want to go and put airport that's not viable? Why don't you go and even put it at Akbara if you want to build airport?
Where you have the industry.
Where you have industries, and that's where you make your money. If you put it in the Peru, people will be suspecting you that you want to use it to chop money. Come to Akwa, come and see state. My husband said, if they say my husband build that for a place before I go, I'm going to concern me with it. I don't move. I don't even go there. Very clean state.
Thank you, Madam.
Akpabio did a marvelous work there, and the subsequent governors they continued.
Thank you.
I think,
Good morning.
like
Thank you very much.
Said, Sandra, no matter what you think about Akpabio and his politics at the federal level,
he beautified.
But when he was the governor, I think if there's a state in Nigeria that has some of the best kinds of road network, it has to be Akwa Ibom State, and it happened under him. Akpabio.
Right.
He did wonderfully well with roads in Akwa Ibom State.
Well, I'd like to interest you with the fact that Abiodun's name is in his. He's already into.
He's a fantastic human being on that one.
He's
Sabiam. Yeah, Mr. Guy's Facebook.
Yeah. 36 the live chat section, millions of naira on unviable airports. As regards, there are so many other, initiatives. There's so many other red line Gadu. Yes. So, what are your thoughts, and also what are your thoughts, generally speaking, as regards the transport system in Lagos State? Hello. Good morning.
Very good morning to you, Omabola Sandra.
Good morning, Prince Wise.
And Mr. Fuad.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Can you hear me very well?
We can hear you, Prince Wise. Please go on,
Thank you, my dear. God bless you all. My name remains Prince Wise, according to Omabola Sandra. You see, my Lagos, your Lagos, our Lagos. I must celebrate Lagos, and I'm celebrating the relationship governor. Why am I doing this? I left my state, Osun State. That is in 1973. Now I'm in Lagos. All my children, I can say they are indigenous of Lagos because they were born in Lagos. That's why already I'm talking of commissioner. I say, yes, my son can be commissioner in Lagos. Because if I tell them to go to my village, to my town today, some of them may not know the issue of that place. So if I see something go on in Lagos, fine, I must commend who are in charge. We know when the matter was started about 20, more than 20 years ago, where afterwards you became the governor of Lagos, instead of a committee, 25-year development of Lagos. And that's where it's easy food today. When somebody say, part of modern Lagos, I'm saying, I know the beginning of it. So for me, I'm thanking God. Because some people just condemn Lagos because they call it a mega city. What, they don't know the real meaning of mega city? The mega city, they call it population. But in Lagos today, we have 20 local government. And that original 20 local government is interwoven. When you are crossing from one to the town to Mushi, you know the boundary. You are going to Adegunle, you are going to Odo, you won't know the boundary. Everything together. But some people don't forget that it's above. So Lagos is moving and it's fine. If it's not moving, I will go back to my state. But it's favoring me, favoring majority of people. That's why they are in Lagos. That's why I'm in Lagos. Because everybody goes to go to inflate today. I will go back to my place to become a real farmer. So for me, I commend Lagos State Governor. No lights on, red lights on. Oh, Omabola, God bless Lagos State, my Nigeria, my country.
Amen.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you as well. Thank you very much, Prince Wise. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, so good one from Lagos State government. Yeah, but they can still do more, honestly, because to whom much more is expected. After that, the idea of the
we can barely hear you, Mr. John. The quality of the call is really poor.
Are you hearing me now?
No.
Are you hearing me now?
We can hear you, but we can't pick out what you're saying.
No, you're not hearing me well now.
All right. I think you should call back. I think it's advisable you try to call. Yes. Thank you, Mr. John. I appreciate your contribution. Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yes.
Mr. Paul, good morning.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Thank you. First of all, I just want to comment about the, unviable project being done by, most of the governors. It's not only one, it's not only two, Mr. Fwa. You see, that is why I think about this democracy we're running. The democracy is, as it's being said, is governed by the people and for the people. You see, for us, you see, the kind of freedom the government is having does not benefit Nigeria. Yeah, I mean, it does not benefit the citizen. And that is why at times I'm worried about, this democracy we're running. It's like we're under one chance. You understand? So, you see, look, people that is what, we borrowed this democracy from America. Look at the way they are doing, whatever they are doing, their citizens benefiting. So, I think to me, 25 years down the line, we are still crying on this democracy. So, I think Nigerians should think about this because we don't have say. People don't know electoral body, the people that represent us, how did they get there? You see, that's why I say we are under one chance on this issue of democracy. And we don't have to think about it. It doesn't pay us. Now, then on this BRT issue, fine. The fundamental principle of BRT is to reduce traffic and help the masses. Fine, it's a good kudos to the government who did it. But by and large, you see, charity begins at home. I want BRT to be a kind of role model. Look at their body. When you look at the vicinity, the body appearance and whatever. These are government boards that people are supposed to borrow leave from it. They're supposed to, be neat. They're supposed to take care of it. So whoever that is in charge, they still to it, so that people can know that it's government. It's government property, and they are doing the best, in terms of maintenance. Right. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.
And you as well. Thank you very much, Alhaji Suber. It's 9:31 a.m. and you're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. It's Mainland Focus, and the focus for this morning, we're looking at the hundreds of billions of naira that's been expended on unviable airports by our subnationals, and also looking at Lagos conducting the Red Line Rail Test Run today. Your thoughts on these projects? Let's take some messages from Facebook. We'll be back to the phone line in a bit. I have here Olanriwaju Olanshegun saying, without mincing words, those bogus airports embarked on by those greedy, corrupt governors is nothing but means of siphoning, looting, and stealing from public treasury. Also have here Benjamin from Shogule. To us, most of the governors are embarking on wasted projects that are not beneficial to the populace or to the governors. Is an avenue of making more money for themselves and their political friends. It's just like the Coastal Road project that the present administration is embarking on now, which many people have kicked against. We need to make laws that will mandate anyone in office to make sure he embarks on a project that he or she can finish within the time available for him or her in office. As for the Lagos transport system, the governor should please use Lagos money to better the lives of Lagosians. Presently, I'm not seeing that in the present governor. That's Benjamin from Shogunle sharing his own thoughts there on Facebook. I also have Basil Chika. Abandonment of project by state government is the exact replica of what is happening in the federal level, and it's centered on selfishness of politicians. And that's why someone will embark on White Elephant project that is obviously not possible. Coastal Road, various state airports are the case studies, while the existing ones are lacking maintenance. Secondly, President Tinubu should come back and sit down and fix the economy, because the country is sliding downwards under his watch. Chika Bennett from Traceway, that's Basil Chika on Facebook, sharing that one. President not in the country.
He thought maybe I'd return to no, he's in the country.
Let's call a spade a spade. I wonder why we are lamenting now after the deed has been done. Are we saying that the governors that embarked on all built airports in their various states are not aware that the project will not be completed or has no economic value or benefits to the citizens. The truth of the matter is that these governors know that for any public funds they mismanage and embezzle, all in the name of carrying out elephant project, they will not be held accountable. Not until we have a system that will work in terms of electoral reform and have independent judiciary. Misplacement of priority on the part of our political leaders will continue. On the Lagos Red Line Rail, which will be test run today, it's a laudable project and kudos to Governor Sanwo-Olu and his entire team. We hope to see more of these projects being a mega city, and they should ensure that adequate security is provided so that miscreants will not destroy it. Please, the governor should complete Ijagemo Road construction. Oh, God bless Nigeria. Temitope from Ijagemo community sharing that one. I also have here Tochukwuti Adele here on Facebook. The people should stop asking questions that the governors can choose to answer or not. They should start boycotting every government calls, meetings, interviews, press release, etc. Since citizens' protests must be peaceful and are now treasonable felonies. Were it not for this devastating aftermath, I would have thought it's okay. Look, America had to fight a bloody war to leave Britain. The war was so bloody that France came to their aid in order to win. America has become the greatest power in the world, and you might not know that China has become the second great power in the world. Russia, the third. Where is Nigeria today? We're ordering Uber rides in South Africa. I asked that as a rhetorical question. We have gone from bad to worse. The end hunger protest almost triggered. They should be one. Tochukwuti Adele from Obanikoro sharing that one on Facebook. I also have Ramoni Yusuf saying on Facebook here, Real Truth Road Project. Okay. We also have here James Ogbona on Facebook. I greet you ceremoniously. Sandra, I have not entered train before, but it will be a good idea to enter one just to get the feel, even though I don't have anywhere in mind. But my issue is I don't even know where to go, a ticket, or even board the train. I have my BRT card, which I'm told is also used for train service, and the train passes my area at Oshodi. Do I have to go to Oyingbo and board the train there? Don't they have stations where one can wait and join those going to Agbadu, or is it a non-stop ride? For the invincible airport, I blame the entire system because nobody will probe the governors. The president himself doesn't care to use the anti-graft agencies to bring them to book. Ogun State that has bad roads everywhere, where would the truck pass if the cargo plane lands to carry the goods? It's okay. James Ogbona from Oshodi.
James, I would advise that you check the Lamata website for all of the information you want, answers to, I'm sure that there are detailed information as to where the stops of the trains are, the train stations, how you can board it, when. I'm sure the Lamata website will provide all of those answers for you.
Thank you very much, Saidfad. I just are going to address that. I think you just check the Lamata site
website,
yes, for further, information. Olumuyiwa Muya, that's Muyiwa from Abuja, is saying on today's focus, a caller opined yesterday that corruption and insecurity has come to stay in Nigeria, and I can't agree less because the last two governors of Osun State should have been made to answer for billions of naira voted for MKO Abiola Airport with the promise of completion of this project, but which didn't happen. It's okay. Availability of these airports, if completed, will help their families to avoid bandits and kidnappers' attack on road, because how many Nigerians can afford to fly nowadays when people are looking for what to eat? I believe it's part of widespread corruption in our system, and it will require either a divine intervention or revolution to change this corrupt system we operate, because politicians are already enjoying it and nobody wants to change the status quo. And that is Muyiwa from Abuja. Let's go back to the phone line, 0913-60410. This is Mainland 98.3 FM. We're having a conversation on waste of hundreds of billions of naira on unviable airports by subnationals, and also Lagos conducts Red Line Rail test run today. What are your thoughts? Hello, good morning.
Lady Sandra, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Gege Joshua calling from Botimeta.
Yo, you're welcome, Gege Joshua.
Good morning.
Good morning, Gege Joshua. You're welcome.
Yeah, no matter what, when it comes to APC administration or doing, some people, no matter what they do, they don't want to appreciate. Just the hatred is just there. Let me congratulate all residents of Lagos. But of course, everybody will not enter the train at the same time. In fact, I've never even boarded any train before in my life. So I must confess. But I want to say a big congratulations to Lagos State. And again, see, as to the airports we're talking about, every airport, the face of every country is the airport. So no matter how much they are spending, of course, they have to be accountable. No matter how much they spend on our airports, I don't want to question too much, except we suspect corruption allegation of everything. But then, I want our airport to be beautiful because some people will not get to Ijagemo community, or some people will not come to Butimeta, or some people will not go to even Ogun State. But then, landing at our airport, it shows a lot. Because one, from there, they'll be able to perceive, oh, this is what Nigeria looks like in the first place. So, to me, we should be holding them accountable. What are you doing? How much did you spend to reconstruct or to put in some major facilities there?
Thank you very much, Gege Joshua, for sharing your thoughts. Always finds a way to, politicize a lot of things.
The politician.
It's
so.
all right.
Hello, good morning, Sister Sandra.
Good morning.
It's Koboko. Good morning.
You're welcome.
Professor Koboko.
I want to print a scenario. 2011, the UK citizens stopped David Cameron going to do a speech for United Nations. If you look at what I want you to say here, but that word, anytime where our Nigerian government do borrow of 1 million, all of us go to sing praises to them. And the rest of them go suffer. And they're using our money to do it. All of us, they are shouting praises to local government because of blue rain. Is it not their work? And the last person that should sing praises to any governor, any president in this Nigeria, because I know how Nigeria be. Late 80s and early 90s and the late 2000s. I don't like how we are praising them. Concerning Ogun State governor. Going to Otafam Gate, going to Energy Italy, going to Otafam Industrial Estate, the road have entered 550 people. Come and see how Kosara is falling. Go to Ijebu Bridge that was built 1964, before 1966 World Cup in England. And then go to tell us the passenger 10 times every day into 10 years. And it's building airport. It's really useless. And the Bonko airport that is useless to me and other environs. That was your may God bless you. May God bless you. Thank you.
It's okay.
I can never see president to any governor.
You said that's all you can say. Let's leave it at that. Thank you very much, Comrade Professor Koboko. We appreciate your contribution this morning. Well,
I'll add Chief to it.
Chief
okay. Comrade Professor Koboko.
Thank you for that. Thank you. These are the issues. These are the beware of praise singers. That's all I was just saying. All right, let's take some messages here on Facebook. I have ICT Care on Facebook. He's saying, good morning. The 100 landowners should take their matter to international court because Nigeria courts will keep adjourning till thy kingdom come. Why is the president the minister of petroleum? It's okay. I also have a Oluwale Oludare. When are they starting? Because train conveys more people than planes. Okay, yes. When are starting building more rail lines? Okay, I think it's saying they should build more rail lines. Basically, I also have a Solomon Antia on Facebook. It's my first time to send a message here, but I always enjoy Fouad's analysis. Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate your listenership, Solomon Antia. I also have here Babatunde Ayinde is saying the only accepted stadium by FIFA and CAF in Nigeria was built by Akpabio. Yes. We confirm that as well. Thank you very much, Babatunde Ayinde. We also have here Tonda Kayode Samuel. Sandra, the governor alone should not be blamed for the airport construction, especially where there is no one available. The legislators in the House
assemblies,
who are empowered to check the governor's excesses. For the Red Rail Line, it's not Sowu's project, but he completed it. It's okay. Thank you very much, Atonda Kayode Samuel. But then it's for all Lagosians, so it's something that we can't all be a part of. Finally, on Facebook, I also have here Dami Gold. Good morning. It's very clear that our governors are very, very corrupt, and that's why they always embark on unnecessary white elephant projects, where they easily embezzle billions of naira. Our electoral laws and constitution needs to be amended to stop all of this. On the Lagos Red Line, it's a good thing. I give kudos to the Lagos State government, but they should please manage it very well, especially the aspect of security to avoid the likely case of late Bamishe. May her soul rest in peace. Damlola from Alaba. Amen. Thank you very much for sharing that one. I also have here on okay, I also have here on WhatsApp. Good morning, Alhaji Remi Olisa. I'm using the red line rollout today to celebrate my 71st birthday today. Hi. Happy birthday to you. Alhaji. Happy birthday to you, Alhaji Remi Olisa from Palm Avenue, Mushin, who is one of our ardent listeners. We wish you all the best, and we wish you many, many more life times in good health and prosperity in Nigeria here. Yes, it's very achievable. We also have Ekonawo Owoyo. Ekonawo Owoyo. Owoyo. Okay. Owoyo. No, there's no I mean there. Yeah, but it's your. Ekonawo Owoyo. It's all right. Said to complete the song as the Lagosian. So it says it's a lyric from a song. It's a lyric from one of the old songs. Sandra, talk to your governor. Why? What do you do? I don't understand. I'm a proud Lagosian. That's Alhaji Remi Olisa. Wishing him happy birthday again. Wish him all the best. I have here Ashabi from Ikeja. My thinking about our president is that he's trying to make name. It's all right. Thank you very much. He can make name. Nothing wrong with that. He can make name, but he should even make name. He should, but it should be a good name. It should be a good name, and it should be for the good of the people as well. All right, that's a wrap for today. Good morning, Milan FM. The street light along Old Ota Road, Ekoro Junction, Abulegba is bad. Some parts will on, some parts will not on. Please, the government should fix that. Some part is there on. They never carry everything. Isioma from Abulegba. Sorry, Isioma, we just thank you very much. But there's one light at somewhere around Ladipo in Mushi as well. It doesn't work after it goes off. It does. So if you are parked there, if you're not familiar, you see the red light is on, but you think it's stopping you. Don't stop. With some people that are waiting for you. Imagine. Please keep moving. All right. Okay, that's somewhere around Kappa, on your way to Oshodi. Yes. Thank you very much to everyone who was a part of the conversation this morning. That's a wrap for Milan Focus for today. Of course, today by 10 a.m. we have the big talk. By 1 p.m. we have midweek politics with Said Fuhad, Okwemi Akinyode, and Victor Achibong. And by 4 p.m. we have Situation Room with Sage Papalola. Amazing programs all lined up for your listening pleasure. So please stay tuned. This is Midland 98.3 FM. Thank you for your time, Said Fuhad. Thank you for having me, Sandra.